Alright lads, so today it's finally time for us to showcase the true power of the new 10th anniversary Soul Ascension Rukia. We've already showcased it on the channel, seeing how she performed outside of Guild Quests, and as far as characters go that don't have conventional PvE killers like Human, Sorry, Aranka, etc., she by far plays the best when she does Nakula, especially though when she is up against Quincy enemies. And you can see that in our showcase, but today's video, we're here to have a look at how good she is in Guild Quests, and spoiler alert, she's obviously going to be really good. Especially due to the fact that because Ichigo and Rukia is so good, this is the special guild quest that we have for the week, where the enemy's HP is been doubled. They have 1 billion HP overall. Not many characters are going to be able to do what Ichigo and Rukia can do, and not many characters are going to get guild quests upped because of their release. So next time this guild quest does return, it should go back to normal, where Rukia is likely going to be able to clear in under 4-3 seconds time. Very similar again to the other greats in Brave Souls. So right now, in terms of the team that we are going to use for Rukia, we're going to keep it super simple. Also, mainly because I don't want to reset that much. I am about to go watch Fantastic Four later today. But the way we are building Rukia are using these 3 accessories. And then we're going with my personal best links that I can give to her. So full stamina damage, recharge. So full stamina damage and also recharge. My Rukia now is 2-5. So level 13 spiritual pressure, level 13 focus. Likely even at 1 out of 5, of course, she is going to be great. And then bonus abilities, damage to frozen enemies and also full stamina. So fairly simple, right? Now when it comes to the other 2 characters in the team, Tenjiro is here to strictly boost our damage output. With this character, we're getting a 43% attack and focus increase, while also being able to deal 30% more damage to any enemy that is inflicted with a status ailment. And then our last character in the team, you can use Master Masculine here, but when your main SP lead is so good, even right now, and the HP has been doubled, maybe even more than that, quadrupled, we're honestly just better off buffing our main DPS unit, which in this case is Rukia. So I'm going to go ahead and use Kanfi or Kisuke. Now you can replace it with any character that can offer 20% strong attack damage to Rukia. It has to be by an affiliation, so there's a speed Shuhei that you can use. And if it is speed, Soripa's, or just Soripa strong attack damage, it does stack with Mugetsu, which is somewhere right at the top here. So through Kisuke and also the Mugetsu soul trait, we are getting 40% more strong attack damage, 40% more attack and focus, with the additional 30% damage with Tenjiro. All that combined with a very powerful character like Rukia should result in hopefully a fast clear time. Now, because I've just jumped straight into it, I have no idea what the attack pattern that we're going to use, but we'll see how it does go. So first up, SA3, pretty much one-shot S-Not straight away. Let's use our 1 into the 2. 2, let me just quickly pause it there, is very powerful since it is a superior strong attack. That likely, once the enemy is frozen, is going to get one shot. And I can only imagine how crazy it's going to be when we have the, normal difficulty, right? Enemy, unfortunately, left over here. We'll take him down with the SA1. SA2, pretty good damage. We can follow up with the 1. Maybe we do need to have Mask in the team if we can't entirely one-shot the phase or 2 strong attack each phase. So SA3 into the 2. 41 seconds remaining for our first attempt. Definitely by no means the best first attempt though, but as expected, we cleared super fast. That's the best part about having freeze and also paralysis, which are the 2 stat summons the 10th annie characters do have, is that it just locks the enemies in place and allows your team to be super safe. Look at the damage we're doing here against these enemies. So let's just wait for our strong attacks. Let's SA1 and then use our SA2. Pretty good damage there. And then finish up with the SA3, flashing the screen with those beautiful ice particles. And there we go. Super easily done. Able to clear the special difficult guild quest that was designed pretty much specifically for her and Rukia, right? And they do it a lot easier. Compared to last year when we had Gremmy and Kenpachi and their guild quest also got buffed up, it was a lot more difficult for Kenpachi despite him being the king of guild quests. Likewise, even for Gremmy, even though it was designed for them, they really did struggle. In this case, even though the guild quest is designed for Ichigo and Rukia, they breathe through it super fast. So let's go ahead and try that once more. Maybe change the game plan, but I think SA3 here is definitely the play. Instantly one-shots that first character. SA1 into the 2. Unfortunately, not the best position there. But I think we're definitely going to soul bomb here. And then 1. Good damage from the vortex effect, but unfortunately, I'm kind of messing up with my strong attack placement, not entirely able to get everyone. The small mobs are the ones being left alive. And we absolutely one-shot the final boss there with the SA2. We'll play through this run, even though, again, we're not getting, like, the faster play times. I'm just kind of going in and out. But we are getting a reset for at least, like, 50 seconds remaining, which is very easily possible with Rukia. And this is great, man. This is exactly what I wanted, right? Bankai Rukia, released last year. She was good. And she got better over time because of the guild quest changes. But it's like... this is what we wanted with our Rukia. This is what we wanted with Bankai Rukia. Just like a super powerful anniversary tier character. Well, we didn't get that with Bankai Rukia, unfortunately. I still feel like she could have been better, even knowing that we were potentially about to get a new, you know, original 10th anniversary Rukia. But it does feel great to finally have like a super powerful Rukia in particular. But at number 3, let's see how this does go. So first up, again, SA3 straight away. That one shot's lovely. Gonna SA1. Into the 2. Lovely. We're going to use our EX. Soul Bomb. Make sure we try and get everyone with the SA1 if possible. Lovely. That's what we're going to do. And then in this case, SA3. Did we not get a status proc? I don't think we did. I think that SA3 actually could have one-shot there. Look at that. That SA2 is crazy, man. That SA2 is so much better than I originally thought. Like, my first reaction to these characters were fairly positive. But it was kind of weird in a way to see, like, no crazy strong attacks on these characters, at least on first glance. But, man, when you play with them, even though their visuals are great, and the visuals do show us how good the strong attacks are, it's like, it's just way better when you actually play with them, you know? Like, that SA2 I thought was worse than it initially was, but nah, it's crazy. So, in that case, we got, like, a 49-second clear time. Potentially could have got a 50 there, maybe 51, but I need to make sure I'm kind of grouping everyone in together. There's like a few leftover mobs. Fortunately, it's not much of an issue, but that is what is slowing us down right now. But either way, you know, getting upwards to 50 seconds remaining, more duplicates, you can get like 52, 56 probably with this character, is crazy considering that, again, it is the enhanced GQ. So let's try it once more. Thus far, we've been able to one-shot every phase 1, or first wave. Super consistent too, that's good to see. Can we just SA2 here? Oh my god. That SA2 is crazy. That SA2 is crazy. And then the Vortex finishes up, lovely. Let's SA3. Not quite able to one-shot, but we should be able to one-shot here, right? There's one enemy left alive. We got 50 seconds. That is easy. That is actually really easy. I think that could have been a 51 had the enemy from the back not actually... somehow dodged the SA2, right? Again, this is the best part about Freeze, and also, especially right now in a poise meta. Granted, these characters actually have poise break, which, to be fair, they probably didn't need. But that's the best part about these stat elements, is that it just locks the enemies in place, despite them having poise, you know? But yeah, in general, going back to that, I don't think this character needed poise break, truth be told. But I guess it is nice to have. I guess it is nice to have, you know? Because to be fair, they're already stacked as is. I'm not sure what extra skill this character could have gotten other than maybe more damage. Like, if they took away the poise break, what would that extra skill have been that would have been as impactful? I'm really not too sure, besides, again, just more damage. But right now, as you can see, the damage is fine as is. So let's try that again. Attempt number, I don't know what number this is, but... oh, unfortunately, Emmy survived there. We'll take it, though. We'll keep it going. Again, able to one-shot there. Soul Bomb, EX, SA1. Vortex does last quite a while. Unfortunately, got hit there. So the Vortex does, like, it lasts quite a while, where it goes into the next phase. And it potentially, that first hit before you use your strong attack could likely inflict the freeze, allowing you to maybe do even more damage in that next phase. So this is a bad run. Unfortunately, we took a hit. Even with the Vortex going on. But the Vortex is also pretty good. I'm a bit more impressed with Rukia's EX attack than I am with Ichigo's, truth be told. But let's try that once more. And I guess it's also worth mentioning too, right? We did mention in our previous video, this is a broken Rukia. She's not supposed to be... oh, not like that. Her damage is nerfed. The SP boost, EX SP boost that she has is supposed to multiply her original SP boost. And it's not actually doing that right now. So this is actually a weakened Rukia. Can you believe that? That's the crazy part, right? As a free into the 1. Didn't quite get the infliction there on Bazby, so let's restart it. But yeah, I believe right now my Rukia has a 125% spiritual pressure boost, but it really should be 150%. And unfortunately, you didn't get a status proc there, but I guess the SA1's not too bad. Groups everyone together, lovely. Get an EX. Soul Bomb. Let's back up. Use our 1 to make sure everyone gets grouped in together. There we go. I kind of want to use my SA2 here. Yeah, it's not everyone. How did he get up there? So let's try one more attempt. I want to at least get 50 seconds remaining if we possibly can. We already have, but I want to do it again, you know. SA2. Lovely. Let's EX. Soul Bomb into the 1. Does that get everyone? It pretty much does. Getting my SA3 here. No to quite one-shot, but we should hopefully be able to kill with the SA2. There we go. Look at that. I don't know what time that was, but that was really good. Super easy too. That's the best part. You know, there's a lot of characters that get really good Guild Quest scores, but they don't do it as consistently, you know, if that kind of makes sense. Or it requires a bit more... Damn, we must one-shot that boss there. It takes a lot more setup, potentially, right? With Rukia, it's like, you gotta just go in and just press any strong attack you can. And it's like easy. 50 seconds. 51, 52, you know? And again, I keep saying it, but it's gonna get a lot higher next time this Guild Quest comes back. I feel like she can definitely get like 55 seconds remaining, which is really good. Now, for our final run today, despite it being a Rukia showcase, more so just to show how good Rukia is, we're going to try a team without Rukia. Now, this team is actually pretty decent. Maybe not the best build. Again, I'm kind of rushing right now. But we do have level 12 SP and focus on Little Toto. Pretty much the same exact build that we always go with. Ichigo is built the same. He's max transcended with the hope here that he can inflict weakening. And then Mask is basically our main DPS unit. Going with not full attack, he is basically max transcended. He's pretty much well built for the most part. And he's going to be our team booster. Now, Little Toto did... Oh, hold on. Oh, no, this is bad. Well, I'm not even going to bother. We have no weaken immunity. No, this ain't good. I mean, damage-wise, we're doing good right here against the first boss, but everyone's going to get affected by weakening. I kind of forgot. And I kind of don't want to deal with it right now. I mean, we're doing fine right now, though. Let me use the EX. SA1. It's not too bad. We're somehow managing to dodge all the status elements. The weakening plus pulls, you know. Let's just use our 2. Alright, here we go. And then SA1. Does that inflict the lacerate? It does. Stops the enemy from attacking us too. I mean, considering how botched this run was, that wasn't too bad. 30 seconds remaining, and we are kind of all over the place. I did not give my characters immunity, so I kind of messed up here. But if we can beat it, that'd be really cool. And we just got inflicted by weakening now. That's not good. Fortunately, Ichigo did get the lacerate proc. Hey, damage output here is not too bad, to be fair. Despite the boss being a power unit, you know, we're not really supposed to be used here. But I know Mask is kind of cowering here a little bit. To be fair, he's supposed to. He's supposed to. That's SA3. 1 into the 2. Don't seem like I'm going to be able to clear all 5 waves, but, you know, if I had extra time, if I had more time to actually build the team, I would probably somehow throw in Maid Orihime and see how that team would go. I guess I could do that, actually. Let's do it. Let's do one more run. This run went as well as it potentially could have, to be fair, considering our lack of immunity. We'll do one more run. Again, I'm kind of rushing because I'm going cinema in a minute. So let's just quickly throw in Maid Hime for the guaranteed barriers, also boost, and also the immunity. Where is Maid Orihime? So again, if you don't have Rukia, you can potentially rock this, you know? So attempt number 2. Attempt number 2. Ichigo did do some pretty good damage, but... you know, it's probably better that we do this instead, because then Mask can really lock in. Not everyone's going to have a max transcendent Mask, but even at 1 out of 5, he's good. He's in the banner. Hopefully you got him, you know? And the positioning for these stars and pulls are really good here, where Orihime is pretty much guaranteed to get inflicted by it, and therefore give us that immunity, you know? You can already see Mask going in. That was a waste of an SA2. Going into Candice. This is where we do pretty good. Let's use our EX. Get that extra bit of damage. We'll use our SA1 here. Already better on the clear time. And we're going to save our Soul Bomb for the final boss. That's SA2. Couple more leftover mobs. Go on, Mask. We finished up instead. So, way better with Orihime. Should have done that from the start. Kind of forgot that we are going against Weakening Plus. So, let's make sure we don't take a hit. Mask can take a hit. It's fine. Oh, really good damage there. Mask is going in. Mask is going in. My goat. My goat. Unfortunately, I'm not going to use them that much nowadays because, you know, Rukia's just so good. I'm better off boosting her damage. But look at this. This ain't too bad. And it's fortunate, too, because Mask does have the attribute advantage. So, with no Rukia, like always, this can be your best team. Orihime, Little Toto, and Mask. More important on Mask, though. Mask is the really good character here. Even if you have end of year Ichigo, the true Shikai one, as long as you have Musk, you should be pretty much fine. But obviously, as demonstrated here, stick to using Rukia if you have her. She's an absolutely amazing character in and outside of Guild Quest, and definitely worth the wait for her first anniversary unit, but also first original unit. Super excited to have this character. Hope you have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.